Hello. I am Ancestors Good Juju, and we're going to get into the message for Taurus. Let's get into it. For the Taurus energy. Okay. So the moon in reverse, we're going to just take that as well. Summer. Indigo baby. The root worker magician. The grass is not greener. Okay. At this time, you could have had a relationship in the summer that brought forth a child. This child could be very gifted. This child could be very much from a relationship that you may have didn't think would go far. You may was in a relationship with this person, but you didn't see that you guys would be in a relationship long. And here comes a baby in the situation. But this baby was meant to be here, even though that relationship probably was not a long relationship. Yeah. November could be significant. Next month is November. You could have had a baby with a Sagittarius, a November Sagittarius, or Scorpio. Let's see. Husband. Now, this person probably couldn't have stepped up to the plate and said they did want that relationship because they didn't want that child to be in a broken, somewhat home. So you guys could have got married due to this. Long distance calls. This person could be like a truck driver or work outside of the state that you guys live in, or is constantly out of the state that you guys live in. I'm getting you could be a traveling nurse, or this person could be a traveling nurse. Talk to your wife. Wait a minute. I don't know if this person, if this baby was brought into the world from a different relationship, like a side chick, side piece relationship, and you visit this person when you're on long distance, and you need to tell your significant other what's going on. Okay, wow, twins. I didn't even see this. Okay, messy energy. These are my messy cards, so we're gonna keep it going. So I fill up this whole work hard. You probably have to work harder now to take care of these new babies or baby. To have indigo twins, I never even thought about that. That's crazy. To have indigo twins. Visit family. Yeah, you go and visit this family. Okay. Healthy diet. You could change your diet, change your ways. You could change your spiritual ways, your physical health as well. Winter. You might be planning on seeing this person in the winter time, in November. You do need to take counsel with your spiritual team. It's something that your spiritual team needs to talk to you about. I think with the grass is not greener, you thought that this relationship with this new person, like this side piece person, it was going to be better, but you fell back in love with your significant other, and now you don't want to leave your significant other. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe you want to stay, maybe you want to leave. You don't know. You're really confused. Dirty. You may feel like this person feels like, okay, you may feel like this person has done you dirty, but I think you don't realize how you have done this significant person dirty. I think you promised them to leave your husband or wife, and that has not been the case. So now that person feels that you have been giving them false dreams. Yeah, giving them false dreams. New place. Okay. This person probably needs a new place, a new way of living, a new restart. You could want a restart, but not with either one of these relationships. You kind of want out of those relationships. 111, opportunity, good luck, and achievement. You could be getting some type of achievement at work or graduating from college, or the person has decided to, maybe your wife or husband, side piece, has decided to go back to school because of what's going on and the relationship not working. They want a fresh start, or you want a fresh start. Cold. The relationship is cold because of what's going on. And you both have been cold towards each other. Lucky turns. I think you, with all this stuff going on, even though you have been not the most good to this person, your luck is always turning good. It sounds weird, but it's like your luck is always turning good, and this person is wondering why you are continuing to have good luck even though you have been treating them wrongly. So there could have not been no more contact. It's probably only for their child, or for reasons you have to contact these people. But someone has been spied on you from TikTok because of the lack of communication, the lack of not just TikTok but social media in general. Like I said before, this could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. You feel like that you have made mistakes, so they have felt that way as well. And encouragement is reinforcement. Talk to your husband. Both of y'all need to talk to each other. Can't make this up. Talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. Y'all need to talk. Money spells. This person could be feeling bitter and now want some type of reinforcement, like some money towards the child, money for alimony to get out the situation. So you need to set smart goals on what can you do to get away from this person. Well, not necessarily get away from this person, but not necessarily get away, but you need to figure out what you want to do because you're still confused in this situation. The green light special. You have the green light to leave. Your ancestors are okay with you leaving this situation because it's not going to change. It's really not. It's not going to change. August could be significant. The babies could have been born in August, or the baby could have been born in August. Or you could have been dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. Listen to spirit. Man, this is crazy. I feel like these cards are so messy. I don't know why. I didn't create them to be necessarily messy, but I did create them to like get into the details, the nitty gritty. You could have met this person at a club, a lounge, Atlanta. I don't know why I feel like Atlanta. Signs. You had signs that this was going to happen. And inner child work. You definitely need to do some inner child work because you need to heal. You could have narcissistic ways. And the reason I say that is because of how things are going, or that person could have narcissistic ways that you have dealt with. Why came up twice, but it didn't fall out. And I'm going to leave that at the bottom of the deck. I think you need to know why everything has happened the way it did. So let's get into the actual tarot. What does this person need to know? What does Taurus need to know? You could be in defense about the situation. You know, everybody knows what's going on at this point. Your business could be hitting like social media, or your whole family knows about what's going on, and you could be in defense of like why everybody knows. You didn't really want to know everybody to know what's going on. You could be wanting more protection spiritually because you feel like everything is just falling into a tower moment, but actually with the tower in reverse, you guys are going into a tower, but it's for your growth. It might seem like it's ending not that greatly, but it's happening that way for you to learn. For the Seven of Pentacles, your funds have been affected. Yeah, your funds have been affected. Yeah, the funds have been affected, and you're kind of like, okay, what do I do now? But it's like it's not gonna always be that way. You could be coming into a better situation financially. You could be getting a promotion at your job. Realistically, if this situation did not work out and a baby was born in between all of this, I don't feel like you meant for things to go this way. It just kind of happened. So your ancestors are more forgiving because it's not like this was necessarily a cycle. It was you learning, which it was a cycle for you to learn, but it wasn't a cycle that, it was a lesson, not a cycle. Let's say that. It was a lesson that you had to learn, but in the process of you learning this, you are a better person, and it was meant for you to learn this lesson so you can get to another level, for you to get another level spiritually, to trust your ancestors and your spiritual team that they can get you where you need to go in life, if that makes sense. It could be a lot of mess that's going on, like a lot. It could be a lot of drama, gossip. I don't know why I heard in the church. I don't know why I heard that, but so the Wheel of Fortune is eventually, your luck is going to turn. You do have good luck. That came out somewhere. It's under all these cards. You do have good luck. So like, your fortune is eventually going to change. It's not going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Whatever you're going through right now, it's going to eventually flip. But with this, the Devil card, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be really focused on your funds right now, and which is causing you more distractions, because this person is doing something to make sure that they get your funds because of how the relationship ended so badly. but I feel like it's turning better. Even if it doesn't turn better now, or if it takes longer, like to the first of the year, maybe like February, in the process of you learning how this person is somebody around you. In both of these relationships, you need to learn their true colors. You could be going to a new waters. You could be moving out very soon and making that decision to move out. I think you want to stay in this relationship or stay with this person because financially you can't pay bills somewhere else. You could be in debt because of the marriage and moving out and trying to take care of this child and trying to take care of your ex-lover is just a lot. I feel like you're looking back at this situation and wonder where you went wrong. You're trying to make a decision because both of these relationships do want you back, but you don't want the side piece. You want your wife or husband back, but your wife or husband is not sure if they want you back. I'm feeling that very strongly. So you just focus on yourself. That's what you need to do, is focus on yourself right now. And just allow these people to allow them to find themselves as well. Don't get mad if they be in different relationships while you guys are trying to figure out what you want. Let them be happy because you were happy with this other person. So that means if they find somebody and they decide to get a divorce from you, you're just going to have to learn that this is something that you have to go through and watch them go through because you put them through the same exact thing. A lot of people who cheat on other people, or even if it was a separation, you want people to forgive so fastly, but this is not how that works. That person has to allow themselves to feel what they feel, get some peace from you, and if they need to date somebody else to see that you are the best person, or that person that they're dating newly is the best person, you have to let them do that. Because at the end of the day, it's selfish for you to not want them to find somebody else because, or at least look at some other options if that's what you was doing. It's like a double standard. Yeah, they're gonna definitely be dating other people. This is gonna make you feel some type of way. It's gonna feel like you're going through a storm. I think what's gonna be the biggest issue is you allowing this person to you. What the biggest issue is you allowing this person to go and do them. But you're gonna have to allow them to do that because you went out and did what you wanted to do, and this person definitely needs to find themselves in the process. So this is where the judgment comes in because you're judging what they're doing, but you need to focus on hermit mode. You need to focus on you going into isolation for a while to figure out what you need to do. I think with the Pentacles, it's not about the money. It's about you being in your head about the situation. You really want this person to not go and date other people, but that's exactly what they about to do. Because why not? I mean, so you want this to be whitewashed, kind of like just thrown out, but that's not how this works. Okay. Your heart is gonna be broke, and you don't feel like a lot of stuff is flipping towards negativity or like a bad way. But you need to do, again, some inner child work. I believe I talked about that in the beginning. And figure out why are you the way you are, and why did you have to go to a new lover. Because now you're broken. But this is kind of what you kind of made. You kind of made this situation yourself. You know, now you need the strength to carry on. But realistically, everything is going to go not really back the way you want it to go, but it's going to be a change overall. Overall, it's going to be a change. But you got to allow this person to go through, what they are going through. So let's get some oral cards, and I'm going to get out of here. This is one of my favorite decks. This is like a New Orleans oracle deck. Gratitude. You should be thankful for where you came, where you're at right now. Give thanks on the relationship you did have with your significant other, and just focus on trying to get back to being thankful for your where you're going in life. So this person leaving is realizing that they are the prize. You will have success even though all of this stuff is going on, but you still emotionally is going to suffer more so than anything, because you're going to realize, like, okay, maybe I did this person wrong. Maybe I should have handled it better. Maybe I should have communicated better. Maybe we should have went counseling and everything. You will be at peace eventually and create your own reality. You might try to manifest this person back in your life, which is fine, but it's not necessarily means that this person is going to come back into your life, but you can try to manifest them to come back. The end of cycles, the new beginning. Yeah, I see new beginnings coming. Body balance. Growth. Spiritual knowledge. From this experience, you will have spiritual knowledge. New beginnings in body balance and growth. You are going to grow from this situation. I think you know that. I think you know that eventually you're going to have some type of balance of growing from this person that you are, going into a new beginning. It's like you're battling with yourself because you're looking at what you had with that person. When you had your cake and eat it too. That's what I'm trying to say. You're looking at, okay, I had it good. I had my cake and ate it too. Like, I had like her and him. Like, you had both of these people at the same time, and you had your wife, your side chick, you had your husband and your side piece, and everything was going good until stuff just went haywire, and you kind of missed that life. You missed that old life that you had in that moment. Now everything is like chaotic, so you're not growing to the point where you needed to learn from that situation. Like I said earlier, you need to learn from the situation that happened, but you are not trying to. You're blaming them for what happened instead of just taking accountability for what you did in the situation and how you made it flip the way it did. Flow and duality. Yeah. This is your reading, Taurus. I definitely advise you to look at the situation for all avenues. Put yourself in other people's shoes. If you want a personal reading to get more in depth into what's going on, You can DM me at Ancestors Good Juju. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. But I don't know. I feel weird because I feel like you need to just take that time out to figure out why you ran away from this person. It wasn't that bad. Now looking back on it, I feel like you feel like it wasn't that bad as it was. But I'm Ancestors Good Juju. Bye.